Hey, everybody. This is Larry. I'm joined today by Christina, and we are on the customer success team. And today we're excited to have a conversation about market insights campaigns and how you can best own and set up a campaign for a zip code. With that, a lot of customers ask us, what if staying top of mind didn't require hours of content creation? Content creation can definitely feel like a lot to agents. Having that added to their day to day and being an additional component for setting up these campaigns can be pretty overwhelming. In addition to that, having inconsistent communications, so you're not touching a contact regularly or when you need to most, can lead to your brand becoming invisible. So it can definitely be a challenge, but there's a lot you can do with market insights to get you there.
Absolutely. And that's where Rise comes in. And the beauty of Rise is that there's a lot of automation happening in the background. So you can be out in the field doing what you do best while we work in the background for you. And that's where we want to talk about market insights. So, that market insights campaign is a snapshot of your market that you can send to your clients in the area that they're interested in, and it really helps you stay visible and in front of your clients with just minutes of effort. So let's walk you through how to launch your first market insights campaign and get in front of those clients.
I'd say the minimal effort component is key here because we made sure it's a super simple setup going into creating campaigns within Rise. All you have to do is head to the campaign library, click on new market insights, set up a new campaign for market insights, and then choose your specific audience that you would like this campaign to target and hit start. If your contact has a zip code, then they are going to start receiving relevant information from that market insights campaign. So it helps you create a much more dynamic communication that is going to be received by them on the regular. So, why does that hyper local content outperform general updates typically?
And we get this question all the time on the CSM team, specifically, why aren't my emails performing as well as some other people or some other type of emails that people are sending out? And the answer that we always give is that the personal emails always win. So when it looks like you created the email for them and it looks like you spent that time, but you really didn't because we're doing that all in the background for you, that's what really gets people to open up those emails. And you also want to make sure that it's content relevant to their area. And that's what's great about Market Insights is that we actually pull the contact's zip code of interest from their profile and we use that to power that Market Insights campaign. So your clients are only going to get properties that resonate with them and their preferences. So it's perfect.
And when they start seeing those communications coming through, it immediately starts building a lot of trust with your potential clients. It helps position you as the local expert because they understand that which properties pertain to them the most. So they begin to rely on those emails to get recommendations for properties that fit their values. So the core component I would say for setting up a market insights campaign is making sure you're not letting perfection slow you down.
Mhm.
Like I mentioned, it can be overwhelming for an agent to set up a campaign or start sending out emails like this and creating content. But the market insights makes it easy. It makes sure that you are getting easy, data driven expertise included in these emails so that you have a steady output of content moving forward. That overthinking part can often lead to no action, which unfortunately, again, can help your brand become invisible. So, market insights is a great first step to overcome that. So, how long does this setup actually take, Christina?
Yeah. So it is as simple as 5 minutes that you can take between appointments to set up market insights. And when we say that, we truly do mean it because we pre build the market insights template for you. So there's no going into Rise and building that email from scratch. We do it all for you. The only thing that we ask, of course, is that over time you keep track of the zip codes of interest that your clients are looking in, log those on their profiles, and then as long as you do that, Market Insights will work seamlessly with very little effort upfront. So it's just selecting that campaign from the library, pre-built, of course, by us, like I said. You add your recipients, you set the cadence. It can be daily, weekly, monthly. So you can really tailor it to your business and what you think makes sense. And then you set it and forget it. It works in the background for you and it sends on the specified cadence that you set even down to the exact time. So it's all up to you.
Yes, and that cadence component is a huge value add because the biggest risk of inconsistent outreach is that you're falling out of mind. And I probably sound like a broken record, but that's one of the worst things that can happen, I think, when you're speaking with your agents or trying to stay on the top of the inbox or have you be the first name that comes to mind. Uh, a great stat is that about 88% of users or buyers or sellers say that they would reuse their agent at some point moving forward. In actuality, only about 12% actually end up doing so. So it's a great example of if you're not the first person that comes to mind for them, somebody else will be. So, how do you know when these emails and market insights are working?
Yeah. We definitely don't want the Market Insights campaign to be something that you set and forget. To some extent, we do, but we don't want you to forget that you sent it because we want you to keep checking those reporting statistics because those tell a great story. So, when you look at the very detailed reporting that we offer in Rise, it will tell you not only exactly who is opening and clicking your emails at what day and what time, but it also tells you the exact properties that they're clicking on, which can really empower some great conversations and it can really help you better understand what your clients are looking for. So maybe you sent them a list of properties in a certain zip code, and you were under the impression that they were looking for homes with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, but you see that they're constantly clicking on homes with 1 bedroom and 1 bath. That might empower you to have a conversation with them and say, hey, did your preferences change recently? Can I update this for you? So it really gives you data to drive those great conversations with your clients.
Absolutely. And I would definitely emphasize too, there's a lot of great reporting inside of Rise. One of my favorites is definitely top contacts. So, like you're saying, it helps you understand what their preferences are, specifically for folks who are very active. Maybe they're clicking a lot, taking a lot of links. Rise can show you what they're interested in so that when you do have that follow up with them, you know exactly what to say in order to get their interest.
And this is really what top agents are doing. They're leaning into that data and they're following up based on behaviors that they see, opens and clicks. And then they're, of course, leaning into automation. So they're giving themselves time back in their day. They're really working smarter, not harder, which is what we want all of you guys to be able to do. So you have that time back to have those face to face connections and communications with your buyers and sellers.
100%. And Christine, I think you hit the nail on the head with the automation component. Definitely, we're not looking necessarily for set it and forget it. We want to give you the tools so that you can automate and personalize as much as you need, but also give you the reporting and insights in order to have that personal touch and reach out to them afterwards.
Absolutely. So, our question to you as we wrap up this podcast episode is what would happen if you just tried to set up your customers on one zip code today? Start small, there's no need to start big, and track your performance over time. And it will really help you build value fast with your customer base. And we are confident that you will start seeing responses come in from your customers in your database. So, as a takeaway to this podcast episode, think about who you can start with right now. Start with a small group of people that maybe you already have segmented in your database. Start with your family. Start with a couple people in your family and set them up on that market insights report and see how powerful it is and what could happen to your business.
Absolutely. I agree. Lots of good content today. Thank you, Christina, for the conversation. I've had a lot of fun. And everybody else, thank you as well. We're always excited for feedback and thoughts, so feel free to reach out to us. And then, yeah, we have a lot of great conversations lined up, so stay tuned for those.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
See you, everybody.
Bye.